Today I'm going to show you the string methods, all the methods that are used in the strings. The first method is a capitalize. Capitalize will return a copy of the string with only the first letter capital and the rest all will be converted to lowercase. So let me run this for you. Here M will be converted to capital and the rest all will be converted to lower. This is capitalize. Now next is al num. Any function that has has a starting is, remember, will always return you a boolean value, either true or false. So is al num checks and returns whether it is an alphabet or a numeric. So if it is either an alphabet or a numeric, it will return you true. So to return it true, it should have at least one character in it, which is either an alpha or a numeric. So let me just run this for you and show you 1, 2, 3, 4. This is returning me true. If I enter some letter along with it, it will return me true. But if I do not have anything in this and I have spaces, it will return me false. Now, why did this return you false? Now, why is this returning you false is because apart from alphanumeric characters, it had spaces in it. So spaces are neither alphabets nor numeric. So the moment you trim the spaces and you have only alpha and numeric, it will give you true then. So there should be no space in the string for alphanumeric to be true. So this has spaces, so you can see this will give you false. Now, even if you have an additional character like this, which is any other character which is neither an alphabet or a numeric, will also give you false. So here the spaces, the full stops and the exclamation sign all have added for al num to be false. The next, but this is an inbuilt function of a string, is the len. The len gives you the length of the string, including any character, whether it is a space, comma or a full stop. So if the string is Pooja Gupta, so this is 4, space is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the total length of the string will be 10. The next function is find. Find has to be given a string to find within another string. So you have to have a main string and you need to have a substring. So if I'm going to say is string 1 is a main string and find this substring string 2 in the main string. So what is find going to return you? Find is going to return you the index number from where it will find the first occurrence of the exam. So here it will keep searching and here is the first occurrence of the exam. So it will give you the index number. The index number of E it will return you. So let me just run this for you and show it to you by making the other two as comments. The index number of E is 15. So let me make it as examination. Then you can see the index number of exam is E as 0. So if I have an exam again another time, it will not return me the index number because it is going to find you the first occurrence. Now there are two optional arguments that you can give, that is the beginning index number and the ending index number. And if you do not give, the beginning is 0 by default and ending is the length of the string. So here if I am not giving the beginning and the ending, it is automatically taken as 0, comma, the length of string 1. Now if I give, supposing, what is this? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Start from 4 and go till the end. So if I am going to make this as start from 4 and go till the end, then from 4 it will find which occurrence of exam. From the 4th location, it will find from the 5th location, which is the 4th index number. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4th index number. So from the fourth index number, it is going to find it's the second occurrence of the exam, and this exam ka index number is starting at 7. So you can change the beginning and the ending position in case you want. So if I say from 4 to 7, find the exam, so there is no such exam being found from 4 to 7. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3. Fourth is I, 4, 5, 6. Because when I say 4, 7, it will go till 4 till 6. So from 4 to 6, it did not find exam. So it is going to now return this -1. So if the find doesn't find the substring in a given string, it returns you -1. So this is what is the how the find works. The next function is lower. Lower will convert any uppercase letter to lower alphabet. So it will not affect if it is a comma or a full stop or a space. So this is the string and I convert it to lower. Only the uppercase alphabets will be converted to lower. So it returns you a copy of the string. So this you can even store it in the same string to bring the changes in that. So if I want to have the changes brought about in the string, then I will say str is equals to str dot lower, and I will now print the str. Now this will bring the changes in the string str. Now the vice versa function of lower is upper. This will convert any lowercase letters to uppercase alphabets and will not affect any other character other than alphabets. So if I say upper, it has converted all the lowercase to upper, and upper will remain upper. The next function is alpha. Is alpha is going to return you again a boolean value true and false, checking if it is a purely alphabet. So if it is a purely alphabet with no spaces, it will return you true. The moment again I give a space, it will return you false, or any other thing other than the space, maybe a digit also, a false. Next is digit. Is digit checks whether a number is comprising of digits only. So if I give this as a string and I say is digit, it is false because there is something other than digit. So if I now give the string in the digits, it will give me true. So it has to be purely composed of digits for it to be true. The next function is lower. Is lower will return you again a boolean value true and false for finding out if there are any alphabets in it and they are in lowercase. So if I write RT, a string, and I say is lower, it will return me true because it is not going to check the others. It is going to check only the alphabets, and if those alphabets are in lowercase, it will return me true. But if I enter any uppercase alphabets here, it will return me true false because they are not in all in lowercase. Now the vice versa of is lower is upper. Is upper is going to check if there are any alphabets. Then are they all in uppercase? Then it will return you true. Otherwise false. So if I make any letter as small d, it will give me false. Now the next function is stripping. Now stripping has three intern functions in it. One is L strip, another is R strip, and a third one is strip. L strip will strip from the left side, R strip will strip from the right side, and only function strip will strip both from the left and right. So let's see the functioning of L strip. L strip will remove all the leading white spaces. Now white spaces characters in the Python can be a space, single space, more than one space, or backslash n, backslash t. These escape sequences are a part of your white space characters. So it will return you a copy of a string where the leading white spaces are trimmed and stripped. So if I'm going to give this string and I say L dot string.lstrip, it will strip the leading white spaces. And how can I know whether it has stripped? The length will tell me. First, you find out the length before the stripping. What is the length? Let me print the length of the string is str before, and after stripping also let me print the length. The other, let me make it time being a comment so that they do not interfere in the output. So can you see that before stripping the length was 17, and after stripping the leading white spaces has been removed, only the trailing is remaining, and the length has been reduced to 12. So the next thing is, so L strip, as you have seen, is going to give you the desired output. Now, in the L strip, you can even give a sequence of your own, and this pattern will not be taken in this regard only, it will match the individual letters. So, if anywhere from the left side you see 8 or T or H, it will start stripping. And the moment you find, so from the left side, T is the letter given here, it will strip. This T is also given here, it will strip. The moment you find a letter which is not in the given string pattern, it will stop stripping. So you will see the answer of this is dot tt th 8h. So let's see and run the output. So the main thing that to see is that this is not a sequence of a pattern, but it is the individual characters which will be taken. So the same way the R strip will work, it will do the same stripping but from the right side. If nothing given in the argument, it will strip white spaces. And if any pattern is given, it will check for individual letters and will keep stripping and will stop stripping the point where you will get a letter different from the pattern given. The strip function is a combination of both R strip and L strip. So strip will do both stripping from left and right. The next function is count. Count counts the occurrence of this substring in the given string and will give you the count. Again, like find, you have the beginning and the ending set by default from 0 to len of a string. So if I do not give the beginning and the end, it will count the number of i's coming in this string, and the i's are coming thrice. So if I change my ending to beginning and ending, let's suppose start from 3 to 7, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many i's are coming in this range? It is only one I is coming in the range. So you can change the beginning and the ending index number. Next function is ends with. End with return true or false depending whether the string is ending with a particular suffix. So if I say is it ending with wow, so it will give me the answer as false. Why? Because there are 3 exclamations in this suffix. So if I say wow, then it will give me answer as true. Now again, here also you have the beginning and the ending index number which are set by 0 and the length of the string. So if you want to change accordingly, you will see that within this range, is it ending with from 2 to 4? Is it ending with is? So let's see which is the index number from 2 to 4. 0, 1, 2. 2 is I, then 3. It will not go till 4, it will go only till 3. So from 2 to 3, is it ending with is? Yes, it is ending with is. So it is returning you true. So from 2 to 6 means it is 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So it is this much. Is it ending with is? No, it is not ending with is, but it is ending with I letter. So this will give you false. Similarly, you have starts with which checks for from the starting. Now, a space will check and return you true if there are all spaces. In case you have anything other than a space will return you false. So, if you have one space or more than one space will return you true. His title checks the title of the case and returns you true and false. What is in the title? That every letter, every word ka first letter should be capital and the rest all should be in small case. So if I say, is it is title? It is showing me true. Now, why is this not true? Because here the I letter is not capital, here the S is not capital, and here the E is not capital, and W is not capital. Now, the other letters should also be, the first letter should be uppercase and the all other letters should be lowercase. So if I make the others also as lowercase, if I make the others also as uppercase, then it will return you false because this is not a title. For a title, the word starting letter of the word should be capital and the rest all should be lower. Here it is capital but the rest all are not lower. So that is why it is giving you false. So let me make it lower and now it will give you true. Replace function replaces the occurrence of is in this given string with was. And the third argument is how many occurrences you want to replace. If you do not give the third argument, it will replace max occurrences. That means wherever it will find is, all occurrences of is will be replaced by was. In the second example, I am saying that replace is with was, but only two max occurrences. So this is will be replaced with was and this is will be replaced with was. The rest is will not be replaced with was. Let me run and show it to you. Here all is has been replaced with was. But here as you can see, there is only two that has been replaced is this and this. Now the next function is split. Split will split a string. If nothing is given as an argument, will split by white spaces and will return you a list. So white spaces again are more than one space, carriage return, form feet, line feet, and space and more than one space. So if I split this and I show you the output, you will get is a list returned where it has been splitted on every white space and will give you a list of words. Now, in case you want to give any pattern of yours to split, it will split wherever this pattern is occurring. So, it will split here and it will split here. Now, when you split by A letter, what is before A is my space and what is after A is ME is slash space PUJ. This will come. Now, after splitting on this say what is after is an empty string. So, as you can see is that you will get a string which is split on the A letter. So, this is how after the A letter there is nothing, so it has given you an empty string. Supposing I put an A here also, so you will be having a split on this A and what is before this again an empty string. So this is how split gives you a list split it on a particular pattern. Now here in this example I am going to show you that split is splitting on the white spaces and white spaces are space, more than one space, backslash n and backslash t. So it will give you a list where it will split and then it will give you y, nam, y sorry, and then it will split on space and then it will give you nam split on backslash t, then it will give you e split on space, then it will give you is split on space, then it will give you puja. So this is what is the in return it will give you. So now, as I said, ends with has a similar function which starts with, which you can check whether a string is starting with this particular pattern. So if I say, is it starting with his? It will give you false because this is not starting with his, it is starting with this. So only then it will give you true. Again, the beginning and the ending indexes are from 0 to the length of the string by default, and if you want to change and within this portion you want to see is this portion starting with is, then it will return you true or false. Next function is swap case, which will invert the cases of all the letters. If it is any lower case will be converted to upper and if there is any upper case will be converted to lower. So as you can see, this is lower got converted to upper and this was upper, they got converted to lower. Now join is a method which will return you a string and join will concatenate a sequence or type. Sequence can be your list, could be your tuple, or could even be a string. So if I'm giving this list and I'm saying join by a sequence of this string, so A and B will be joined with hyphen, B and C will be joined with hyphen, and will return you a string as A hyphen B hyphen C. So here I can even give a tuple. It will join this tuple by a sequence that I have given. So if I'm going to give any other pattern of my own, then it is going to be joined by that particular pattern. Next, title returns a string which is in title case. And what is title case? As we have already discussed, title case is where every word, the first letter is capital and the rest all are lower. So this capital and rest all are lower. So let's see. So it is returning your title case. Next function is index. Index also find the strings in the given string and returns you the index. So you might observe ki is this a function similar to find? In a way, yes. But find may, if the string that you are looking is not there, then it gives you -1. But in index, if the string that you are looking for is not existing in the given string, it gives you an error. So index also finds the first occurrence. So if I'm going to say index of JA, so it is showing the JA I found and it was there at the index number 2. So because J index number is 2. If I make it as AJ, now here AJ is not there, so it gives me an error. So find will not give you an error. If you write find AJ, so let me change it to find now and show it to you, that if you say find, it will say return -1. So that is how the find and index are different. Again, in the index you can change the beginning and the ending index number. The next function is partition. Partition partitions your string, your splits the string at the first occurrence of the argument string given, and it returns you a tuple. Now it will give you a 3 portion, that is the part before the separator and the part after the separator. So if I say this string to be partitioned with this, so you will return the first occurrence of is way, it will do partition. What is before is Python space. What is after is space fun. So it will return you what? A tuple number thing. So a question comes, what is the difference between a partition and a split? Split gives you a list. Partition gives you a tuple. Split does on every occurrence of the given pattern, whereas partition does it on the first occurrence of the pattern, and will always return you 3 portion. Now in case if I say partition on the basis of puja and puja is nowhere found, so it will return you the string as it is and nothing before the partition, nothing after the partition. So there will be an empty string. So this is about the partition function, and that is all the methods in the string covered today.